Welcome back to the Knowledge Hub. Today, we're taking a fascinating journey into biomimicry, how the natural world has inspired some of the most innovative inventions we use today. From sticky burrs leading to Velcro, to the quiet dive of a kingfisher influencing high-speed trains, you're about to discover the top 10 inventions inspired by animals. Let's dive right in. Section 1. Velcro. Let's start with something that's probably in your home right now, Velcro. Whether it's on your shoes, jackets, or even in your toolbox, Velcro has become a staple in our everyday lives. But it all started in 1941 thanks to a curious Swiss engineer named Georges de Mestral. One day, while out walking his dog, de Mestral noticed that his dog was covered in burrs, those annoying little plant seeds that stick to fur and clothes. Unlike most of us, who would probably just brush them off in frustration, de Mestral saw an opportunity. He took a closer look under a microscope and discovered the burrs were covered in tiny hooks that grabbed onto anything looped, like fur or fabric. This observation led to the development of the hook and loop fastening system we know as Velcro. The word Velcro itself is a portmanteau of the French words velours, velvet, and crochet, hook. What's fascinating is that this simple yet ingenious design has made its way into nearly every industry, from clothing and shoes to aerospace and medicine. Did you know that NASA used Velcro during the Apollo missions? It was perfect for securing tools and equipment in zero gravity, and it's not just for astronauts. Velcro's utility spans across sports equipment, home organization, and even mountaineering gear. It's a testament to how a simple walk with a dog led to a multi-billion-dollar invention. Section 2. Bullet train nose design. Next, we're talking speed. If you've ever seen a bullet train zooming through Japan, you'll notice its distinctive pointed nose. This isn't just for looks, it's a design marvel inspired by the natural world, specifically the kingfisher bird. The Shinkansen trains were initially plagued by a serious problem. When entering tunnels at high speeds, the trains would create a loud boom due to the buildup and sudden release of air pressure. This sonic boom wasn't just noisy, it also caused structural stress on the train and the tunnel. To solve this, engineers turned to the kingfisher, a bird that dives into water with barely a splash. Its beak is perfectly shaped to minimize resistance, allowing it to move seamlessly from air into water. By modeling the train's nose after the kingfisher's beak, engineers drastically reduced the noise caused by pressure changes, made the trains more aerodynamic, and even improved energy efficiency. This isn't just a minor tweak. The kingfisher-inspired nose design cut energy consumption by 15% and reduced noise levels to meet strict urban regulations. It's an incredible example of how observing nature can solve complex human engineering challenges. So next time you see a bullet train, remember it's not just a feat of human engineering, it's a product of nature's design, refined over millions of years. Section 3. Gecko tape. Have you ever marveled at how geckos can climb walls, even upside down? It almost seems like magic, but it's actually all about physics and biology. Geckos have millions of tiny hair-like structures on their feet called setae, which split into even tinier ends known as spatulae. These microscopic structures interact with surfaces through van der Waals forces, weak intermolecular forces that create a strong adhesive effect. What's amazing is that this grip isn't based on suction, glue, or friction, but purely on molecular attraction. This allows geckos to stick to almost any surface, including glass, and even support their entire body weight with just a few toes. This inspired scientists to develop gecko tape, an adhesive that mimics the gecko's unique climbing ability. The tape can hold hundreds of pounds, and unlike traditional adhesives, it leaves no residue and can be reused. Imagine taping up something heavy on your wall and then just peeling it off without any marks. It's a cleaner's dream. In robotics, Gecko-inspired adhesives are revolutionizing how machines interact with their environments. From gripping fragile objects to potentially even aiding in space missions, where conventional adhesives wouldn't work. It's yet another case where nature has not only inspired but vastly improved our technological capabilities. Section 4. Shark Skin Swimsuits. Sharks are the masters of the ocean, moving with a speed and stealth that has fascinated humans for centuries. But what really gives them an edge is something you wouldn't expect: their skin. Shark skin is covered in tiny, tooth-like scales called dermal denticles, which reduce drag and help them move effortlessly through water. These denticles create microturbulences that reduce drag and prevent microorganisms from attaching to the skin, keeping the shark agile and clean. This natural design inspired the development of shark skin swimsuits, which mimic these structures to reduce drag in the water, giving swimmers a competitive advantage. These suits became so effective that in 2008, they helped swimmers break an astonishing number of world records, leading to their ban in competitive swimming due to the unfair advantage they provided. The suits were made from a material that compresses the body and enhances buoyancy, while the textured surface mimics the hydrodynamic properties of shark skin. But the story doesn't end in the pool. The principles behind shark skin have also inspired innovations in other fields, from reducing drag on ships to creating antibacterial surfaces in hospitals. It's a perfect example of how biomimicry doesn't just solve one problem, but opens doors to multiple innovations. Section 5. Wind turbine blades. Wind energy is one of the fastest-growing sources of renewable energy. But did you know that wind turbine blades owe some of their efficiency to the ocean's gentle giants, the humpback whales? Humpback whale flippers have unique bumps called tubercles along their leading edges. These bumps disrupt water flow over the flipper, creating little vortices that increase lift and reduce drag. This makes the whales incredibly agile for their size, allowing them to make tight turns to catch prey. Engineers applied the same concept to wind turbine blades. By adding bumps similar to those on whale flippers, they were able to improve the blade's efficiency by up to 20%. This design reduces drag and allows the blades to capture more energy at lower wind speeds, making wind power more viable and cost-effective. These modifications not only enhance performance, but also extend the operational range of wind turbines, meaning they can generate power in conditions that were previously inefficient. It's another brilliant example of how nature's designs can be adapted to meet human needs in sustainable ways. Section 6. Sonar and echolocation. Navigating without sight might sound impossible, but for bats and dolphins, it's a way of life. These animals use echolocation, a natural sonar system, to detect objects and prey by emitting sound waves and listening for the echoes. This ingenious method has inspired human sonar systems used in everything from submarines to medical imaging. Echolocation allows bats to hunt insects mid-flight in complete darkness, and dolphins to navigate through murky waters. They emit high-frequency clicks and analyze the returning echoes to understand their surroundings with pinpoint accuracy. This concept was adapted by humans in the early 20th century to develop sonar, which stands for sound navigation and ranging. Sonar technology works by sending out sound pulses and measuring how long it takes for the echoes to return, creating a map of the surroundings. This technology has been vital in naval operations, underwater exploration, and even in medical diagnostics, like ultrasounds. Without echolocation, the world of underwater exploration and even certain aspects of medicine would look very different. It's a powerful reminder of how closely intertwined our innovations are with the natural abilities of the animal kingdom. Section 7. Aircraft wing design. Humans have long been fascinated by flight, and birds were the obvious models to learn from. Early aviation pioneers like the Wright brothers closely studied the flight mechanics of birds to develop aircraft wings that could generate lift and control. Birds achieve flight through a combination of wing shape, motion, and airfoil dynamics. The curvature of bird wings, known as camber, is critical for generating lift. Air moves faster over the curved top than the flat bottom, creating a pressure difference that lifts the bird into the air. Engineers borrowed these principles, creating wings with an airfoil shape that mimics bird wings, allowing planes to lift off the ground with greater efficiency. Birds also inspired movable wing surfaces, such as ailerons and flaps, which help with maneuvering. much like how birds adjust their wing feathers to control their flight. From small adjustments for stability to major changes for takeoff and landing, these innovations have made air travel safer, faster, and more efficient. Today, ongoing research into bird flight continues to inspire advancements in aviation, including the development of drones and other unmanned aerial vehicles. Section 8. Artificial bone. Nature often combines strength and lightness in incredible ways, and nowhere is this more evident than in bones. The internal structure of bones, spongy yet strong, has inspired the design of synthetic materials used in medical implants, such as artificial bones. Bones have a honeycomb-like structure that allows them to be both strong and lightweight. This design not only supports our bodies, but also makes bones resilient to impacts. Bamboo, a plant known for its rapid growth and strength, has a similar structure and has inspired many lightweight yet durable designs. Inspired by these natural designs, scientists have developed synthetic bone materials that replicate the spongy interior of real bones. These implants are not just strong, but also porous enough to allow bone tissue to grow into them, enhancing healing and integration. These biomimetic materials are used in a wide range of medical applications, from replacing bone lost to injury or disease to enhancing dental implants. The design principles found in nature are helping us build stronger, more adaptable medical solutions that improve patient outcomes. Section 9. Spider silk biomaterial. Spider silk is a true marvel of nature. Stronger than steel by weight, flexible, and incredibly resilient. Spiders produce silk using proteins that align in such a way that gives the silk its remarkable properties. This incredible material has inspired researchers to develop synthetic versions that could revolutionize industries. By understanding the molecular structure of spider silk, scientists have been able to produce synthetic silk using genetically modified organisms like bacteria and yeast. The resulting material maintains the high strength and flexibility of natural spider silk, but can be produced on a much larger scale. The potential uses for synthetic spider silk are vast, from creating bulletproof vests that are lighter and more flexible than Kevlar to making strong yet biodegradable sutures for medical use. And it doesn't stop there. Researchers are also exploring its use in developing environmentally friendly textiles and advanced materials for space exploration. With its unique combination of strength, flexibility, and biocompatibility, synthetic spider silk is set to become a major player in multiple industries. It's yet another reminder that when it comes to engineering, sometimes nature still does it best. Section 10. Robotic arms. Our final innovation draws inspiration from some of the most dexterous creatures in nature, elephants and octopuses. Elephants use their trunks with incredible precision and strength, while octopuses can manipulate objects with their flexible tentacles. These abilities have inspired the development of soft robotic arms. Traditional robotic arms are often rigid and limited in their range of motion. But by studying the unique structure of elephant trunks and octopus tentacles, engineers have created robotic arms that are not only flexible, but also capable of gripping delicate objects without damaging them. These soft robots can perform tasks that rigid robots can't, such as navigating tight spaces, handling soft or fragile items, and even performing complex surgical procedures. They're being used in factories, in agriculture, and even in underwater exploration, where their flexibility is a major advantage. The applications for soft robotics are only just beginning to unfold. From enhancing human capabilities with wearable robotic devices to exploring the depths of the ocean or even distant planets, these biomimetic designs are pushing the boundaries of what robots can achieve. And there you have it, 10 incredible inventions that showcase the genius of biomimicry. From the smallest gecko to the mighty elephant, nature has been a source of inspiration that continues to drive human innovation forward. So the next time you see a train speeding by or a robot performing delicate tasks, remember, the blueprints may have come from the natural world around us.